Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Golden Bears offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush. Process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Let me tell you something. When that guy goes in motion, alert, alert. He's a burner. I have to be 100% locked in and understand they can give him the football and he can burn. Great job by the defense being locked in on their keys and knowing that could be a possibility.
It's complete to the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Looking to throw. Under fire. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. NC State quick to the line. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Right back to the well. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle, it's Lay. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rushes on him. Hard running there. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Punch it out of the air. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Golden Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he did. An extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Direct snap. Got room to work. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. He'll try it again. There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down. The officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking to fire. He's got him. Turning it on. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his man, it's Scott. Still on his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give on the inside.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
On the run, it's Scott. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. NC State going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Motion from the wideout. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Flips it out on the screen. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. They go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. And they tacked on the extra point.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football?
It's a fumble on the play. And the ball goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Defense looks as if it's coming. Got a man, it's Rodgers. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And off to Jones. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Under fire. Got the first down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
That's caught. It's late. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, NC State.
NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him! And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Bears the pressure. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Using his legs, it's Scott. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The give to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The play action fake. He unleashes a long one. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. Slithers into space. Pass escapes him still on his feet. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's James. Flying down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bears! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll give it to the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get enough. Off here in the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. Giving up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They've got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
To the air on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The give on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Finding open areas. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Give to the running back. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Snap it to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Looking for space. It's Scott. Turning it on. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. the big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do you